Yes.
Send a list of who volunteered for when, because we may not have to remember.
I will, that'll be part of my email. That'll be part of my email. So, um, there will be some wood stock that you can use, but we're encouraging you to bring your own blanks. And then also you need to bring your own tools and bring them sharp.
Safety.
Yep. And maybe while I'm up, I talk about the newsletter.
Yeah.
Just as you may or may not know, I've taken over the responsibility of the newsletter, so don't throw the tomatoes quite yet. But I do want to, if there's anything that you don't like with it, let me know. If there's something you do like about it, let me know. And if there's something you want in the newsletter, just send it to me. I'm going to try to come up with some educational piece each month. Just picking from my files and finding something that's suitable. But so anyways, let me know.
Great, thank you. All right. Don't forget the Rudy Lopez. I'm going to keep bringing it up. November 1st and 2nd. The 1st is Saturday. It's a all-day demo type thing right here. And then the 2nd on Sunday will be the class. And we still need to send out an email of who wants to sign up. So far, I have 2 people that have verbally told me they want to sign up. And so we have but we have 6 slots total. So, and Jonna wants to? Oh, okay, so put her down, Charlie. So I know it's $125. Okay, just so we know, Charlie's coordinating it. Let's see, safety tip. Do we have a safety tip?
Yeah, we have to say that.
Yeah.
I can say a walk all the way.
We do have people on Zoom.
There's people on Zoom that are interested in your safety.
Well, I do understand that not everybody's going to be affected by this, but there's a couple of us that have long hair. You need to make sure that you have your hair put up when you're using your lathe. That's just a simple one. Just long read clothes too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see. Pay it forward. Oh, real quick. I think everybody knows about what Pay It Forward is. I won Charlie's little lidded box last month, so I brought in a little birdhouse ornament, and you can tell I spent hours turning this. And so we're going to pass the tickets around. If somebody wants to do Pay It Forward. Andy, can you? The bowl, the red tickets. And Ken has been diligently working on getting a sample t-shirt for us to see. This is just a sample, and it has our logo on it. And I think the one change I'm going to make is the outline will be in black, but that the lettering of the Woodturners Association will be in green. That's more in line with our logo. But I thought this turned out really nice with you'll notice maybe we have double tools on there on the right-hand side. That was just a little mistake, but I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool having 2 sets of gouges on there. Now this is the back, and then this is the front. We have a small one on the front. And we just picked gray, something neutral, that everybody can get behind. So when we get this finalized, I guess Ed had a good point. I'll send out an email and y'all tell me your sizes. So we're not going to be purchasing, extra large for no reason. But this is a medium, and I thought that was a little large. But it is cotton, so it might shrink a little bit. But anyway, I want y'all to look at this and, well, yeah, go ahead.
On the double tools,
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. The question was, the second set of tools could be carbide tools. That's interesting.
And those SPF sweat wicking shirts, that would be kind of cool.
Oh, the SPF wicking shirts. Well, we'll see. I'm actually partial to cotton, but that's me. Anyway, I thank you, Ken, for doing the research, for getting the sample. We're going to get this done, and I still am the feeling that we'll buy some extra in different sizes and have them at like the turnaround. And everybody, you know, maybe you could buy one at the. Hello, welcome to our club. Are you a new wood turner or?
No, not really. This is my first time here, but I'm part of Jackson.
Oh, okay. Welcome, welcome. It's Jack's Makes has brought in a lot of good people for us, so appreciate you coming. We were just discussing our T-shirt. Oh, do we have a price on that? Not. Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, I mean it's very reasonable. It's well, it was. I want to say between $10 and $12. It was very reasonable. That's why the material is. Go ahead, Ken. Put it on the website so you can buy it off the website? Ooh. Other people could buy it off the website. That's a good question. Well, we have to have our Cub Express administrators figure out how we can do that on the website. So we will entertain that. Good, all good suggestions. All really good suggestions. This is what I like. All right. So next topic, Charlie has been lucky enough to go to quite a few different classes. That's why he hasn't been here holding down the fort. We've been holding down the fort for him so he could attend these classes. But he's going to speak to us a little bit about what he learned and how they went, and I think that's going to be nice. All right, let me get around to the other one.
Sure. Well, I just wanted to thank this club and the Florida Wood Turning Symposium, especially because I was the recipient of the Aeromont Scholarship for this year, and I had already planned to go to John C. Campbell in July, and when I won the scholarship, the only class I could find that made sense to go for was in August. So I literally, within 30 days, I went to 2 schools. And it was a lot of fun. The John C. Campbell class I went to was with Kirk DeHeer. And it was an all skills, all levels class. And we did some calabash bowls and some natural edge bowls and some lidded boxes and things. And it was just a load of fun. The Aeromont class that I went to was for hollowing. And I just wanted to bring, that was for the scholarship, so I wanted to bring just a couple examples. Please forgive that these are off the tool, they're not sanded, they're nothing. But this was hollowing to the point of just with hand tools, no articulated systems or anything like that, or captured bar. So the first bowl that I managed to keep whole and not break through 3 or 4 times was this, and that was about as small as my skill would let me do. So I went, and by the way, these were designed to, if they rocked, they were supposed to get back to the center. That I didn't achieve that this time. But from there, I went to here, about that, but also didn't quite make that one, so that didn't make the grade. And just eventually tried to get the hole smaller and smaller to here. And now we're getting to the point where they do weebles and wobble, and they eventually do stand straight. And then a little smaller still. And these were, some of the hand tools were actually Allen wrenches that, and somebody just told me that David Ellsworth done that, where he just took some common Allen wrenches and flattened them and then sharpened them and used them as hollowing tools. This was the last one I did, and I brought it home halfway hollowed and waited a week to put it on the lathe. And when I put it on the lathe, I about in 5 minutes went right through the bottom. So, but it was a blast. I want to again thank Florida Wood Turning Symposium. If you get a chance to go to Aeromont or John C. Campbell, either one, really elevated my skills, and I truly enjoyed the camaraderie of all the turning people. So thank you.
I'm so glad you had a good time. There's nothing like taking a class that Tracy, are you working on that? We were having difficulty with the video. Tracy has some raffling off. Go ahead, she can tell you about it.
And how much do you want to sell them for?
I don't know. A couple of bucks.
Okay. So some of you know, I had the opportunity to be on Pat Carroll's Meet the Woodturner interview. And part of being on that, the rules have changed a bit, but after contacting him, I get free subscriptions for 5 different people that can go on and watch over a 30-day period one of his archived interviews. And there's tons out there. So I can give away 5 of those today. We'll do a raffle, and that's up to you how you want to do the raffle. And they'll give you the code, and you'll have 30 days to watch one. You can always sign up to watch them live for free on Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. But to watch the archives, you need to purchase a subscription. So he's given me 5 to give away. I happen to be sandwiched right in between the tribute to David Ellsworth and Nick Agar. I don't know how I got in the middle of that. So you could look at mine, or you could look at theirs, or you could look through the archives and somebody that would really interest you to see. So I'm offering up these 5. We'll do a drawing, and I've got the codes on 5 little index cards.
Well, what I was thinking about is at the break, we'll give the tickets to Charlie, and by that time we'll figure out how much to charge per ticket. It's just a little bit for us to make for the club. The pay it for, well, yeah, but
Then I can spend those around.
well, but then how are they going to pay their money? They're buying these tickets. Yeah, Charlie will do it at the break. Thank you. Well, yeah, go ahead, pick up for pay it forward. Oh, my beautiful labor-intensive birdhouse ornament.
Get your own again.
No, I didn't take a ticket this time. 301. Oh, yay. Yes. And this is given to a person that is the most labor-intensive projects to the least labor-intensive project. That's funny. All right, so Don is next. He's going to talk about the Florida Symposium. It's never too early to talk about that. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that's going to be a great one.
All right, guys. Whoa. All right, guys. As most of you know already, the Florida Wood Turning Symposium is February 20th through the 22nd this year. National demonstrators are John Beaver, Andy Cole that does the nested bowls. Beaver does a lot of different orientations on turnings. Kirk DeHeer, beautiful bowls, and Matt Monaco that calls his turning sculptural turning. Regional people are Cheryl Lewis, our own Jason Maneely from Gainesville, Steve Pritchard, and Brian Rosenkrantz. Tickets are on sale now on the website. So you need to jump on and get that before the hotel rooms are gone. And something we're doing different this year, there will be RV parking available. There will be no hookups, so you'll have to run your own generator, bring your own water, but there will be RV parking in the facility. The other thing is our raffle tickets are already out, and this year we've got a great offering. We've got the Power Cap bundle. We've got a Jet 1221 variable speed lathe. We've got a California Air Tool 8-gallon compressor, razor tip deluxe wood burning kit with 4 pins and 15 tips. Got a Big Mark 120, an Ophir 6-piece dual action airbrush gun kit, and a Marathon micro motor with $400 to buy bits with. So $10 tickets, I'll sell you 5 for 50 or 10 for 100. Just see me sometime during the meeting. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the fair. That's coming up fast, and if you're like me, it's like, oh God, what am I going to put in the fair? Even though I've been reminded, for a year now. The take-in for that is November 2nd. So if you are coming to see Rudy on the 1st, you can bring your piece with you. I'll pick them up then, or I'll be here on the 2nd from probably 10 to noon, somewhere around there, to pick up pieces. Yeah. So that's what I've got up.
Great. Thank you. And I see stuff on that table that could be fair worthy over there. So I think that's it. Is there any other announcements anyone can think of? If not, let's get going with show and tell. Those of you that submitted something on the table need to come up and present your items.
Hi. Digging through my pile, I found a piece of this is red oak burl. It's got a little bit of, some of the voids were epoxied. This is a perfect example of turning the shape according to what the wood wants to be turned to. I call it a bud vase. You could put gardenias in it, rosebuds, but I just love the grain on it. It's pretty.
Finished.
Oh, yeah, it's simply a wipe-on poly, 2 coats. Yeah, it worked out pretty well, I think. Thank you.
Very, very nice. Charlie?
This was from the giant pieces of pecan that I bought recently, and this wood has taken on some new meaning. So, because this was my neighbor's tree, and the husband of my neighbor recently passed, and so his wife has asked for some bowls for her family and some platters and things like that. So I've been putting bowls together. It's spalted really pretty, and this is just wax finish, some sanding sealer and some wax finish.
Very nice. Jonna? We should start humming I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay, I have 2 pieces. This is the piece that I was going to bring last month, but I didn't get to make it last month. This is another one of my segmented pieces. This equates to, if I remember, it was like 4 or 5 different glue ups with sapele, walnut, purple heart, padauk, Peruvian walnut, and maple. It's finished with the Mylan's high build friction polish, and then sprayed with a Minwax clear gloss lacquer. And then this one, there's actually a story to this one. I won't be long, but I have a 1964 Jim Beam bourbon bottle. That was the bottle that they used for the I Dream of Jeannie bottle. If you all remember, I Dream of Jeannie was my favorite show as a kid. Used to come home from school and plop myself down in front of the TV to watch I Dream of Jeannie. So I decided I wanted to see if I could try to turn a bottle to match that smoked bourbon bottle that I have. So this is what I came up with. It's Purple Heart because the original I Dream of Jeannie bottle was purple. It was painted glass though, it was not wood. So this was actually my second go around of this bottle. The first one didn't come out quite as nice as I wanted to, but the challenge for me here was I turned the first piece, which was turned separately, and then I put it on its side and I fluted it, and I wanted the flutes to go all the way through because I wanted it to give it the birdcage effect, which is what I got. And then the second piece, there's actually a ring in the middle that creates that little loop, and then the second piece is all this. And then I did my best to try to flute, you know, the edges and so forth. And then I add a little bit of gold and put some little rhinestones on it. And then I turned the stopper, which is the same thing. It's all Purple Heart. So that's my I Dream a Genie bottle. Same thing. It's finished with Mylans and the high gloss Min Wax lacquer. So that's it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I can't top those, but kind of went back to basics and just making pens. I'd done some pens when I first started. I think the last one I made was 2.5 years ago. I got a pen, we're doing a craft show up in Brunswick, and one of the guys gave me a pen to put into the craft show. I said, I can make a couple pens. So I went digging through my stuff and had some stuff that I had not looked at in 2.5 years. I looked at the receipt I had, February of 23 is when I bought these. So started turning a few pens. These are military style. Submarine dolphins here. This one also submarine dolphins along with the Navy chief. The wood here was a blank from I got from the Florida Symposium. Don't ask me what kind it is. I have no idea. And the wood here I stabilized. That's all I can tell you. I believe it's stabilized. I have no idea what it is. And then an acrylic one. First time turning acrylic. Bit of a challenge with this. Like I said, never turned it before. Carbide tools. I was getting chatter. Just had to find the right spot with the tools. The finish I put on these, I used a CA glue, I think on all of these. But after that, I used something a little different. Either polished it with micro mesh, and then I think came back with a high friction polish on top of that. So something different. And Jim's he's got one that he bought like 9 years ago. Sir. So these came from I don't know where else you can get them, but this is from a guy out in Hawaii that sells military type clips. So.
Very nice. Don Penny.
So I've been on a quest for small. This is actually one of Jonna's cutoffs that she had in the box back there, and it wasn't big enough to do anything with, so it's like, hell, let's make a hollow form out of it. So it worked really, really well. But I've just enjoyed going to a smaller piece. This one has the fill irons, put color on, sand it back, put another color on, sand it back. And they're all three finished with lacquer. So. 1/4-inch spindle gouge. Yeah. The finials are ebony. And it's just a stronger wood. And a lot of you all remember Ricky did the finial class back at the old Woodcraft, and it's just turn fast and practice. And I'm finding the more I turn them, the more confident I get and can keep going smaller and smaller. So it's working.
The wood has to be hard, doesn't it?
And that's why I'm using the ebony.
Oh, okay.
And you only turn a little bit at a time and sand that to complete, and then go to your next piece, sand that to complete, so that you've got some kind of bulk behind it to do your sanding. But yeah, I just cut my sandpaper into little 1/8-inch strips.
Sounds like we need a finial demonstration.
Okay.
Yeah. A miniature finial demonstration. A small 15-minute demonstration. Okay, Joel.
More bowls. Camphor, mango, and mango. And I'm still working on my skill sets. But trying every, next time I come, I'll have my first hollow form done. I blew the bottom out of the first one, but the other one's just drying and waiting to be sanded, so I'll have something else different besides the bowl to show you. But I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. I'm going to Trent Bosch in October for 4 days.
Yeah.
Learn how to hollow. I'm pretty excited about that.
That'll be nice. Very nice. And Andy has a show and tell type, I don't know what you call that.
Show and disclose.
Yeah, show and disclose.
So, I've been traveling for about the last 2 weeks through Peru, or excuse me, Lisbon, Morocco, and Spain. And we were in Granada at Alhambra and happened to stumble into this little shop that probably was no bigger than that forklift. And there was this guy just sitting at a table putting these pieces together. And what this is called is terracea. It's really an lost art. In fact, the one person that can do it is about 80 years old. And it's all done by, this piece itself has over 50,000 pieces to it. It's an inlay. Terrazi is kind of it is the Moroccan version of marquetry. And it's been around for 1,000 years. And the Muslim culture forbids any picture of any type of a person. So that's why they migrated to geometric forms. And this is all done geometrically. The interesting thing that they do is they actually, if you think of a bunch of straws, and they carve each individual straw to create a bundle that fit together, and they glued that together, and then they slice. So if this is the end of the straws, let's take it this way so the mic's there. Then they slice it like this, and they're using a fret saw, and it's no more than 1 millimeter thick. And they're like little cards, and they basically sit there and glue them together. And it takes about a month to do something like this, so 10 hours a day. And they sand it, they put a coat of shellac on it, and polyurethane, and it's either a matte or a high gloss polyurethane. Took me 2 weeks to get it back here. And a few bucks.
I was going to say a few bucks out of your pocket.
So the woods, actually, I should have mentioned, are all kind of original woods that they would have used. It's mahogany, ebony, walnut. The white pieces are now bone. It used to be ivory. And they have inlay of bronze. And so it's quite a process.
That's a work of art to be hung on the wall. All right, we're gonna take a little break. Charlie's going to, what do we choose? $5 a ticket? Okay. Because you can see a lot of demos from a lot of different people, right? Oh, just one.
not a demo. It's an interview.
Lasts about an hour and a half.
An interview.
I watched about his whole, how they got it. Pat has a whole set of questions.
Okay, a set of questions that it's an interview that we asked, and they get,
And it ends with them going through images of the breadth of the stuff.
okay. I don't know, what do you think we should charge?
I think Flash is a little rich.
Yeah, I do too. $1 a holler? $2? $2.
But they're really fascinating.
Yeah, no, I did see one with Jimmy Clues a long time ago that I really enjoyed, and I just haven't been back at it. So, yeah, it's really worth it. I have, Jim Selby, have you seen those before? Meet the Woodturner? Oh, you haven't? Oh, what am I thinking of? Oh, okay. Okay. $2 a ticket. Let's try and get these because it is really worth it. You can see and then, shoot, I was going to say something else and now I can't remember what. Losing it. Glenn is going to do a demonstration on how to get started with segmented turning, and I think it's a really nice presentation. So let's take a 10, 15-minute break, something like that, and meet back here, and we'll get started with that. Thank you.